Hello there, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We are here today talking about the lunar eclipse that's occurring in the sign of Taurus on the 28th of October of 2023. We're going to be talking about the energies that are being highlighted for you, the areas of your life that are being influenced the most, and we're also going to pull some cards here to see what other messages do come out. So if you are new to my channel, hello and welcome to you. My name is Victoria. This is Radiant Moon Tarot. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm always grateful for all of you. And if you do find yourself enjoying your reading, please do take a moment to press a like on this video. It helps me know that you resonate with the reading, and it also lets YouTube know the same thing. So the video gets seen by more people. It's just how things work. So this is a full moon in the sign of Taurus at 5 degrees, and it is a partial lunar eclipse. This is a really important eclipse. It is the final chapter, the final show, the final eclipse in the Taurus and Scorpio axes that we've had going on. And if you recall way back to about the fall of 2021, this is where this eclipse cycle started. And so there's been a lot of opposing energies. There's been a lot of changes going on. There's been a lot of endings and new beginnings. There's been uncertainty. There's been growth, right? And, now it's like this final culmination of energy. Eclipses bring change. Eclipses, we can eclipse things out of our life, but we can also bring in new things. Eclipses also really highlight fated events, the things that are meant to happen, the things that are already in motion, and that you probably can't really change, right? You've got to experience them. You've got to deal with them. They could be really good and wonderful and filled with blessings. They could be also challenging, right? It just depends on what's going on in your world. So it's going to be important at this full moon, at this eclipse, to connect with nature in some way. Taurus energy is very, is very down to earth. Okay, very earthy energy, and very related to our resources and our money. So connect with nature to ground your energy so that you don't feel like you're going to be flying away, right? This is very intense and very emotional energy that we've got coming in. So walk in the grass, connect with the forest, right? Maybe, if you live in a concrete jungle, go walk around the block in the neighborhood, right? You're still outside, you're still in nature. You may even want to do something like bring the outside inside, right? Maybe bring some plants and things inside the house. That can be really, really beneficial for you as well. Not only do plants look good, right? They spruce up our environment, but they also clean our air, right? So the resource that is oxygen, right, is a little bit cleaner for us. So connect with nature in some way if you can. This particular eclipse, we do have some very beneficial energy with Jupiter. So Jupiter is helping us out just a little bit, and Jupiter brings wisdom, but Jupiter also expands everything it touches. So you could have expansion of a relationship at this time, right? You could find yourself having a little bit of luck at this time as well. Maybe just being in the right place at the right time, getting that lucky break. So Jupiter does help us in many, many, many ways. But certainly some growth coming in here for you. And you might be recognizing how much you've grown. You might be reflecting on the last year and a half or so and really recognizing exactly how far you've come and like, wow, yeah, I've been through a lot of changes in the last couple of years. So it can be a great time for reflection in this energy, but again, also a time where some of you may have some things coming to fruition for you, right? Full moons, we can have endings, we can have cleansing and purging and healing, but this also can be a time of harvest for you. And with Taurus being very much a money sign and ruled by Venus, by the way, Venus also brings new beginnings, brings abundance, brings creativity, beauty, joy, wonderful things into our lives, but also brings that abundance, a time of harvest, right? So for some of you, you're embarking on new adventures, right? And in order to embark on new adventures, you got to let something go. For some of you, this is a time of deep, profound healing. And for some of you, you've got something very exciting coming in here for you, and it may even be a little bit of a surprise. But this is happening in your third astrological house ruled by Mercury. So you could be having some big ideas right now. Some of you could have some technology issues. You might end up having to buy like a new phone or a new computer or something like that, which could actually, bring you towards the future, especially if your old ones are old and outdated. The third house has to do with communication, and it's ruled by Mercury, right? So, we do have some very important conversations, whether it's the conversations you have with yourself up in your head, or whether it is with other people. You can be really talking about some ideas or talking about the future, resolving some issues if both people are willing to compromise and see the other person's point of view, because the third house has to do with your perception of things, right? So maybe how you view things are changing. Maybe your perception of a situation is a little bit different than what you had initially thought, right? So you might be getting some more information at this time. The third house also has to do with your community, your neighborhood where you live. So some of you might be switching that up a little bit, or maybe you just get like some new neighbors. That can be a little bit interesting in your neighborhood there as well. It doesn't have to be you that's moving. This can also have to do with your social life. So maybe you're feeling a little bit more sociable. You want to get yourself out there a little bit more, talk to people, get out and have some fun. Venus, which is the ruler of this eclipse, is in your seventh house. And your seventh house is Libra energy, which we just had a solar eclipse in Libra 2 weeks ago. So in this, and Venus rules that too. So you could be meeting new people, meeting new connections, starting new relationships, and relationships of all kinds. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It can be business partnerships, friendships, networking of all kinds, right? So very chatty energy may be coming in here for you guys, right? You're getting out there, you're meeting people. So whether you are putting an end to a partnership, whether you're taking a partnership to the next level, right? Something is getting a little bit more solid and secure there, okay? Or whether you have new ones developing, it might be a very people-y kind of eclipse for you. So it can be really wonderful. Now, with Venus bringing new, possible new beginnings for some of you, the seventh house also has to do with contracts, and contracts usually with another person or with a business, like a business partnership. So some of you could be starting a new job. Some of you could be making something official within a relationship, right? Maybe you're getting married, getting engaged, something like that. There might be a very important conversation that you have that can really turn your world around. So it might be quite exciting for you, okay? Or it is like the final chapter, but it's not really a surprise, right? You may have known that something is coming, and this could even be like your decision and you initiating this, right? So you can move forward in something a little bit healthier for you. We have bat energy coming in here for you. This is the first time I've got this card in these readings. I like bats. Bats are good to have around. Actually, bats eat mosquitoes. So don't be afraid of bats. The poor things have been vilified in Hollywood and movies and things like that. I mean, they're kind of creepy looking, right? But bats, say this time of year, bats are in a lot of imagery, but they can be very helpful to our environment and things. So if you have a lot of bugs in your neighborhood, build a bat house. And you might actually get rid of some mosquitoes and some other flying insects. They eat a lot. So anyway, but the bat energy here in this particular deck is a rebirth in consciousness. And this is very interesting considering that this eclipse is happening in your third house, the mind, right? So you could be gaining some deeper insight and awareness into something in your life, something that's now, something that's happened in your past. Okay, or maybe you're even getting a little bit of a premonition about something that may occur in your very near future. All right, so whatever it is here, you've experienced some sort of growth or rebirth in the way you think, in the way you see things, right? Your perception of the world around you. You have evolved, you have grown, and things are just a little bit different than they used to be. I love that we've got a full moon on this particular card. That's really quite interesting. So this can be where you are letting go of old belief systems, right? Of the things that you used to know without a doubt, right? And now you're like, well, crap, I was wrong. So, don't be afraid to change your mind. Don't be afraid to revive something even as well. But this represents a big spiritual awakening for you on some level. You may already know, all right, but there could be a big shift here for you guys, all right? So don't be afraid to evolve. Spread your wings and fly. See things from a higher consciousness, from a different perspective, all right? We've got balance energy coming in here for you, and this card is not in balance. It's not in alignment, right? So we got to do something there. We've got pain, and we have sadness. Some of you have been very much going through a dark night of the soul. Some of you have been, and because that's part of spiritual awakening, right? People think, oh, it's just a light switch. Hey, guess what? No, no. To truly evolve and to truly be reborn and to truly, transform, you've got to go through pain and sadness, right? You've got to work through those energies. You've got to recognize things. You've got to gain the wisdom. You have to gain all that understanding about things that have occurred. You've got to work through all of your energies, right? So for some of you, this is a hugely transformative full moon. The eclipse, we're eclipsing this out, right? Big healing energy coming in here for you. Full moon on this particular card as well. In order for us to find freedom, right? To take something to the next level, to spread our wings and fly, we do have to let things go. And here's the thing, when we talk about full moon energy, we talk about forgiveness. And that's a trigger word for a lot of people. Now, if just hearing the word forgiveness, we got to find forgiveness, we got to let things go, right? If that triggers you in some way, there's something there that needs to be addressed. The thing with forgiveness is, as humans, we like to hold on to pain and suffering. We like to hold on to grief and sadness, right? We're not consciously doing it. It's just what we do. And because it's difficult to really work through these things and to really heal from traumas and hurts and betrayals and whatever else has gone on. But we've got to do it. And when we find forgiveness, okay, this is empowerment. Opening our hearts takes trust and courage. Opening our hearts and finding forgiveness within us, it is where we are making a conscious choice to release the emotional shackles that have kept us stuck and kept us trapped in some sort of cycle or some sort of emotion. We don't want to carry this baggage with us. And what you're doing is you are empowering yourself to release this energy. You're trusting yourself that you can let something go. We're not condoning anything and we're not forgetting anything, right? We're just simply detaching from the energy, from the emotion. We are allowing peace and happiness and joy to come into our heart. And that does take a tremendous amount of courage. It takes a tremendous amount of trust in ourselves in the process. But it is liberating, it is freeing, and it contributes to our growth. And we have got to go to some dark places sometimes in those energies, right? But it's for a reason. And so, everyone has been through some sort of pain and trauma in their lives at some point, right? Some bigger than others, some more than others, some less than others. But it's through dealing with things and through processing things and moving forward that we really do grow in the best of ways. But remember, these bring us life experiences and bring us wisdom. And we don't gain as much knowledge and wisdom and insight and growth from the happy, smiley things, right? Imagine if your world was just happy, smiley, very perfect every minute of every single day. You wouldn't learn anything necessarily. And you wouldn't be as powerful, as wise, as strong as you are today. So remember that. Remember how strong and independent and successful you are. 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Treat yourself well in this energy. Some of you have something coming to fruition at this time with the 9 of Pentacles. Now, it could just be a true sense of self. The 9 of Pentacles is where I am good, I'm powerful, I'm strong, I'm successful, I'm independent, and I'm feeling fine, right? 9 of Pentacles is usually where we do treat ourselves to something as well, right? Do something nice for yourself in this energy. But the 9 of Pentacles can also bring abundance and success our way, right? So some of you, you might get a little bit of a surprise with it being at the bottom of the deck, okay? Or this can just confirm that, yes, you are at the completion of a cycle, of a journey, and you are very much in this energy, strong and confident and capable, and you know it. But we didn't address the balance energy here, okay? There's something out of alignment for you here. We've got to find a little bit of balance. And so sometimes here it can be really difficult and it can be heartbreaking sometimes to say no, to have boundaries, or to let something go so that we can have a little bit more balance in our lives. Balance is very important. When we don't have balance, balance between work and home, balance between our needs and someone else's needs, balance between our energies, masculine and feminine, when everything is in alignment, this is where all the magic happens. All right, so remember, find a little bit of balance in your life somewhere. Have a close, honest look at yourself. Is someone or something keeping you out of alignment? Is it something within you, something energetically, or something external? You might have a difficult decision to make if something is one-sided and you're not getting anything, you're not getting back what you put in. And it might be very difficult in that energy to make a certain decision, especially if it's another person that's involved, right? A friend, think of a one-sided friendship. Do you have that friend that only calls you when they need something? It's more transactional based. Do you have that friend that whenever you get together with this friend, all they do is talk about themselves? You can barely get a word in edgewise, and it's like, okay, what am I getting out of this relationship, right? So some of you are parting ways with some friends and some associates at this time. But we do have the Strength card coming in here for you. Love the Strength card. We also have the Sun. That's even better. Love that. And we have Temperance, bringing in balance and healing. Look at this energy. Wow, this is like big. Okay, so yes, we've got some challenging energy here. Lack of balance. We've got pain. We've got sadness. But look at what's coming in. The Strength card, this does speak to your confidence and your inner strength. Your ability to have courage to persevere, to change, to try something new, to let some things go. You have been on a journey of building your inner strength, your inner personal power. The Strength card also brings discernment though as well, okay? When we get the Strength card, we need to recognize when we need to come out very forceful, like that lion, right? Leo energy there. Come out roaring like a lion, but we also need to know when to take a step back and, be like a gentle lamb. Discernment. So depending on what your situation is, you might need to really be strong and powerful and brave and bold. But in other aspects, you might need to be very kind and gentle, not just with yourself, but maybe with other people. So just remember that in that energy. But the Strength card does bring you whatever strength, compassion, kindness, discernment you need to make the decisions that you need to do, to make the moves that you need to do. And I do feel that this is a time for you when you are gaining a lot of strength and you are very confident in this energy with whatever it is you need to do. So if you've been feeling a lack of confidence, right? Things are about to shift for you in this energy. But we do have the sun. And the sun, of course, is the happiest energy in the entire deck. But the sun brings growth, creativity. The sun brings success and abundance into your life. So something here is evolving. Some of you are strengthening the bond with another person. You're healing a relationship here with the Temperance card. You're restoring those scales of balance, right? You're getting things back on track, right? And, sometimes we have to experience challenges within all kinds of partnerships in order to move forward in a healthier, happier, better way. We have those ups and downs, and it's not about the challenges that we face. It's about how we deal with them and how we move forward from them. So the sun brings energy, brings growth, brings success, abundance, brings clarity and enlightenment to you as well. But it brings this wonderful positive vibe, right? It's like chasing all the shadows away. And it's magnificent energy. So get excited. For some of you, there's something exciting coming in here for you with this eclipse. But we do have the Temperance card. Now, the Temperance card quite often does come in as, a guardian angel for you, right? You're being watched over, you're being protected and guided. The Temperance energy is very spiritual in its energy, right? It's alchemy. We are creating things. We are creating the life that we want. We are burning things away. We're healing. We're welcoming new things in. And so it's a wonderful energy. It brings calm, peace, patience. Call on your spiritual soul tribe here because they're watching you. They're watching you evolve spiritually, personally, mentally, emotionally, right? And they're here to help. So call on your angel spirits and guides if you feel a little bit stuck, if you feel worried, or, if you just feel that things are really difficult, because in this energy, everything is turning around for you. You are also growing, right? The sun, without the sun, nothing can grow. So let the sun shine upon you. Wonderful growth energy coming in here for you guys. We have the initiation, rite of passage, and crossing the threshold. Look at that. Out of the darkness into the light. We all have certain things that we need to experience in our lives, things that we have to do, those fated events, the rite of passage. Very much like the Six of Swords energy. You're always guided and protected, Temperance. You're always headed towards the light, even in your darkest of days. And you have the inner strength to get yourself there. So in this energy, you're about to head into this light, right? You might be feeling as though things have been dark and dreary, or that there's been some challenges. The path hasn't been easy, right? But you're about to walk forward and you're about to step through that threshold. So a wonderful energy of growth, of experiences, cleansing, purging, you name it. There is a light at the end of that tunnel. Let's grab, oh, nice. Let's grab a couple more cards for you here. Beautiful. We've got an angel there and we've got the light there. I like that. All right. So there is one of your cards. A blessing from the beloved. Love unfolds your wings and you fly high above the earth into the realm of heaven. Blessed by the light of her beautiful soul, you enter the emerald heart of the Divine Mother, which is full of eternal blessings. The world is your playground waiting to be explored, beloved. Namaste. Beautiful, beautiful message there for you. And there's your next one. A blessing from the light. You are dearly loved, more than you can possibly imagine, and you are never alone. A universe of love and light surrounds you and showers you with blessings that ebb and flow in your heart. Namaste. Beautiful, beautiful message. I've been asked to leave that there. I hope there was something here that resonated with you on some level. It may have been a little bit. It may have been the whole thing. If there was, please take a moment and press the like button. It really does let me know you resonate with the reading, but it also lets YouTube know the same thing so the video gets shared. But subscribe to my channel if you do enjoy my readings as well. I post almost every single day something. So I thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful eclipse, and I will see you guys later.